October 19th, it is the Battle of the Giants pay-per-view with PFL and Bellator fighters alike, and one man atop the card. It's a rematch for the Bellator title, the one and only Fabian Edwards. Fabian, it's been a while since we spoke. Happy to talk
Mm.
to you, man. How excited are you getting this fight, this rematch back?
So, so excited, honestly, so excited. I've been working non-stop since the last fight, so the fact that it's happening a year on from the last fight, it's worked out perfect.
And you're taking on obviously middleweight champion Johnny Eblen for that title. You had moments in that first fight, quite a few
Mm.
of them. And coming into this fight, what did you learn about yourself in the first matchup against Johnny?
I learned that he's not more skilled than me. That's what I learned. Because I said to everyone, forget the cut, skill for skill. There's no areas that he was beating me in. It's just unfortunate I got caught. It's MMA, it's 4 rounds gloves, and there's two big guys thrown in there, and that's what it came down to. I just got myself caught.
And you obviously didn't have to wait very long. Like you didn't have to
Yeah.
go 3, 4, 5 fights, right? You got the win over Aaron Jeffrey, and now you're right back in here. So from that standpoint, what does it say about you and maybe the promotion's belief in you and your talent to say we're not messing around? This guy's re-earned his shot. We're not going to make him
Yeah.
fight a bunch of times. We're giving him his title shot.
I think they saw how the first fight was going. They saw how the first fight was going. I think they can see that I'm more likable character than Johnny. So they're thinking, yeah, let's hope you get it this time. And at the end of the day, Johnny called for Aaron Jeffrey. He called for Aaron after our fight, and I went in there and I beat Aaron. So who else?
Undeniable, right? It's
Who
undeniable.
else?
And you talked about maybe a little bit more likable. There's this
Mm.
aura of Johnny, and I think Johnny has brought it upon himself that he feels he's among the best middleweights in the world, if not the best. What
Yeah.
after sharing the cage with him, where would you place him among the middleweights in the world in any promotion?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm honest. Obviously he's a champion for a reason. He's tough and all of that stuff there. But like I say, skill for skill, he's not. I don't think he's the best guy. But then again, all the middleweights that's champions at the moment, they're not the best guys. That's what I look at them. You know what I mean? Because when I look at a champion, I look at skills. And yeah, obviously he's up there, but he's not the best.
Uh, I mean, it kind of also points to how good you are, right? Because just going off of what you just said about all middleweights across all promotions, maybe they're not the champions right now. And not to say where do you rank yourself, but
Yeah.
among the very elite, and we're seeing more of these, especially PFL, Bellator, but we're seeing a lot more call outs of let's have these cross promotional fights. You obviously have to take care of business against Johnny Eblen first, but would you welcome other middleweights in other promotions to fight you once you become champion?
Of course, I'm a fighter. You know what I mean? I'm a fighter at the end of the day, so it's all about testing out who's the best. Because people can say what they want to say that guys in our promotion they're the best guy, but no one knows until two guys actually fight. So I hope in the future we will be seeing cross promotion shows because that'll give the fans what they really want to see, and that's who's the actual best in the world. So I'm all for it.
I believe one of the last times we spoke, your
Yeah.
brother was champion. You were on your way to your first title fight. It and obviously things have happened, but it still feels like the Edwards name holds so much weight in MMA. Between what you have done and what your brother has done in the UFC, just where do you feel you two have gone from the very beginning? And I know there's more to accomplish, but how
Yeah.
much do you feel you've impacted MMA as a set of brothers?
I feel like we impacted it loads, you know what I mean? Like, especially like from the UK, doing it from the and doing it all from the UK is that to me is a big achievement, because to inspire our generation coming up, that's what you set out and aim to do. So the fact that we're like two of the leaders in the UK MMA scene, that's massive for us, and like which other brothers as skilled, they might have a bigger name, but skill for skill, there's no other brothers as skilled as us.
I definitely would agree with that.
Yeah.
October 19th, Battle of the Giants pay-per-view. Now, I know there's kind of been like this long period of we saw the PFL season. We had the champs versus champs kind of crossover event at the beginning of the year. And now
Mm.
looking at where we're going into in October, it's been a year of kind of building and growth with Bellator merging with the PFL. I know you don't get involved with all the business decisions, but what has this year been like for you?
You know, if I'm honest, it's been the same. It's been the same, honestly. When the PFL and Bellator merge happen, the main thing is it gonna remain the same? Am I gonna fight? Am I Is business still gonna be the same? And I spoke to Mike Hogan and he said, yeah. And that's all I can focus on, but like I say, the more bigger promotion there is, the better it's for the fighters and the better it's for the fans, and that's what it's about.
And talking on bigger
Yeah.
promotion, right? They have put everything into this Battle of the Giants pay-per-view in Riyadh,
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. When you look at just how business has kind of come together for the PFL, when they include yourself and Johnny, which is an amazing fight in its own right, and then they have legends like Francis Ngannou, Chris Cyborg. What do you think the message sent by the promotion to the rest of the MMA world is? Because you know the internet. The internet is, if it's not the UFC, it's not good enough, right? But this card on paper is damn good, not just because of you and Johnny, but because of all the fights on the card. What message do you think the PFL is sending to the world?
Just letting them know that we are a top promotion. You know what I mean? So, and that's it. Top promotion, top fights, and that's it. Like I say, everyone that's seen this card is like, this card is amazing. You know what I mean? All my teammates that's seen it, they're like, it's a crazy fight card. So that's a fight card that I'd pay to go and see, even if I wasn't on it. And that's why it is, man. PFL just needs to keep on pumping these cards out and keep keep putting me on these cards to these pay-per-views, and I'll be happy. I'll be happy.
Well, if you expect to do it and do what you expect to do, right, on October 19th, to be the champion,
Yeah,
it'd be kind of hard not to put you on these big cards at this
of
point.
course.
There's another topic on this card, right? And it's not just how good the card is, it's kind of a signal to the world of MMA. When you have Francis Ngannou on the card, you have Paul Hughes on the card, there's some big free agent signings. Now, obviously, you are part of the Bellator roster, you were brought
Yeah.
into the PFL. But when you see the spotlight that Francis and Paul Hughes are getting, is your message out there to these possible fighters looking for other homes? Like, hey, right now's the best time to join the PFL because we're rising.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Definitely. Like, everyone needs to have. I say, the more option there is, and the more top guys that's joining the PFL promotion, it just shows where they're trying to go. Like, I think for me to be a part of it, it's amazing. And for the other guys that's coming up, they need to look at their other options and see that there's top fighters over here, promotion that's going to treat you well. And that's what it's about. You want to fight, but you also want to get looked after and treated well. You know what I mean? Because it's a hard sport as it is. So you don't want to just join a company for the sake of joining the company. You need to make sure you join a company that's got your best interest, and that's what it feels like at the moment.
And obviously, those who care about the fighters, obviously love hearing that, like myself, right? I love hearing that because
Yeah,
it makes, you being happy because things are getting looked after and taken care of
yeah.
just brings out an even better version of yourself. And I cannot wait for that version of yourself, October 19th against Johnny Eblen. What's your message to the fans about this fight?
But this fight is just expect a different fight. I expect a different fight. Yeah, I'm gonna go out there and just put it on him. That's it. I'm just gonna go out there and put it on him, and that's all, man. He's not bad at me in any area. I think the first fight I probably gave him a little bit too much respect in certain areas, and I just know I'm more skilled than him. I'm more skilled. I got more cardio, tough, everything. So I ain't leaving anything to the judges. I'm going out there and I'm gonna get that belt.
We've talked about the impact that your brother and you have made in MMA. Last time you and I spoke, we talked about what your brother did in the UFC and how much that impacted, that promotion. But without getting too far ahead, have you thought
Yeah.
about what that moment would mean, getting that belt wrapped around your waist?
Yeah, I know it's gonna be a moment I can't describe. Like those things that happen. You think, shit, I done it. You know what I mean? I just know it's gonna be one of those like, shit, I done it. But lately, I've been feeling like a champion. Like I had to just look at the work that I do, and I train so hard. You know what I mean? I train 6 days a week, all year round. You know what I mean? Even if there's no fights coming up. So when I'm doing the work that I'm doing, I just feel like I'm a champion because nothing's gonna change apart from getting the belt. You know what I mean? My work rate's not gonna change because I already train enough. My mindset won't change because it's already solid. So just be good to just achieve something that I've set my eyes on. To yeah, and that's it really. You know.
And last one for me, Fabian, I really appreciate the time, but I just asked about that, but it doesn't end with getting the belt, right? I know it cements the I've got it, I've earned it, but then as your brother did, as I know you will plan to do,
Yeah.
it's about defending that belt and keeping that belt. And is that the plan moving forward? Just it's not just about getting it, it's about defending
Yeah.
it multiple times over.
Yeah, of course it is. No one's getting it once and that's that being it. You know, it's getting it, it's defending it. Someone mentioned earlier about potentially joining, would I join the PFL tournament? That's something I love to do, you know, to be able to defend the belt early, do a tournament and then defend the belt again. I love that. You know, I'm about fighting and like I said, I train all year round. Anyways. So for me to be able to fight all year round and defend the belt, that's what I'm planning on doing, you know. So yeah, I'm locked in on Johnny, October the 19th, but I have got my plans in the back of my mind.
I love those plans. Fans of Fabian Edwards love those plans. I think you're a great representation of not only the promotion, but all fighters. You and your brother do a fantastic job, especially representing UK MMA and just all that your family name. October 19th, ESPN Plus pay-per-view and on the Zone Worldwide. It is the Battle of the Giants pay-per-view where Fabian Edwards looks to get that belt from Johnny Eblen for the middleweight Bellator title. Fabian, thank you so much for the time. I truly appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.